if they go down, if they go up. So at 70, we're really interest rate agnostic because we're bidding on assets based on a targeted return. So example, if we need a 12% return, then it's a $100,000 loan and that interest rate is 8%, then we will bid 66,000. If it's a $100,000 loan at 4%, then we're gonna look to bid 33,000. Again, we are bidding based on a yield. We're not really bidding, so the interest rate is a factor in that, but regardless, it's not a direct indicator of what we're gonna like how we would be impacted. So anything else to add to that, Chris?
Yeah, and this will kind of add into answering the question of how do we determine our offer. There's the payment, the interest rate, the state that it's in, because there's foreclosure timelines vary. So if you had the same note in Georgia and one in New York, that note in Georgia might be 75 cents on the dollar. The one in New York would be like 30 cents on the dollar, because in Georgia, it's a 4-month foreclosure timeline. In New York, it's a 4-year timeline. So you got to think of, the time plays a critical role in how we value our assets, along with other factors.
Yeah, and we don't talk about it a lot in this webinar, but we have a whole webinar on due diligence where we really walk through our due diligence process, because that is a big part of what we do, making sure that we are verifying all the seller data, all the note data, there's the value of the property, making sure that title is clean, making sure it's collectible, making sure it's within, state statute of limitations, making sure it's a first position lien, not a third position lien, our taxes outstanding. So we do have a whole webinar on our due diligence process, how we focus, what our buy box is. If that is something you're interested in, please feel free to reach out to invest@70investments.com. We can send that, or you can head over to our website and it will be under the webinars, resources, and then there's a webinars tab you can click on, and you'll be able to see that past webinar on our due diligence process. So we didn't get into a lot of it here, but again, we do have that in depth, great detail on our website. Go ahead, Chris.